Hi, this is Anna. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you how I source book pages for my journals. So I usually purchase old books on eBay, and then I take the pages out to incorporate in many different journals. And then I also try to use the cover, especially if it's hardcover. I'm sure you can also find books, old books like that on at yard sales or consignment shops. I just like to buy stuff quick, so I don't have to go look for things, so it's usually eBay. So I got all of these books. These are all vintage books, and I just got them. They just arrived. So see, look how many pages. This one is, oh, beautiful yellow paper. This one is 780 pages, so that's great. So what I do, I use my craft knife, and I literally trim at the spine. You need to make sure you don't cut the cover, because the cover is something you will need for, like I need for another project. There we go. So let me put this aside for now. Look at this beautiful cover. I might need to cover the spine, but I don't need to trim this off. Like sometimes you can cut it off and then make your own spine if the book isn't wide enough, isn't deep enough. So this one is pretty much perfect. This is going to be a very nice journal. Okay, so that's the cover. Let me make some room here. And then it really depends on the book and the way it's made. Sometimes what you can do, let me see how it's binded. For this particular book, okay, so you probably, yeah, the way it's made, you will not be able to get 2 pages. So you will basically have to do, or this is what I do, I just tear the pages out. And then I incorporate them in a journal. I just fold them in half, and you can use them like that. Or you can attach a different page on a side. I don't really have a long piece of paper here, but let's say this is long, just as long as this page, and you can either attach it with washi or just glue it on top of that and then fold it in half. So you would have a page just like that. But let me see if I have another. It depends on the book. This one might be it. Let's see. Let's trim this right at the spine. Okay. Perfect. That's a beautiful cover too. And you can get these books, you can get really good deals. I cannot see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so this is glued down, but that's okay. I would not cover that. I would leave it just like that. The only thing I would do, see the spine isn't really wide, so I would basically trim it off just right here, and I would make my own spine. But then I guess I would keep it like that and make probably like even mermaid junk journal. So that's nice. And then let's see this. Yeah, this is, see, you can actually see the signatures in the book. So you're trying to find the middle of it. And that's the middle of one of these signatures. So you can see the threads right here. So what I do is I take my knife again and I cut the threads, being careful not to cut the pages, because the knife is sharp. And then see how nicely it comes out like that. And here's one more. So I actually prefer books like that are binded this way, because what this gives me is all the pages that I can include in a journal, so I can have it just like that. I don't have to fold it in half. It will be just incorporated in all the other pages, all the other paper, so you can actually read it. It doesn't have to be folded in half. So that's a nice one. I like this one. Because see, the thing is, when you buy these books, most of the time you don't know what books you're getting. Many times they're just random books shipped. So you never know what you're going to get unless, you know, it's specified that these are the books you're actually going to receive. This is even more difficult. Let's see. I try to use all of the pages. This one is more difficult for sure. So let's see. I think I'll just have to pull it. You see, the cover is actually tearing. It's a very old book. Yeah, it smells like an old book. It's 19, no, that's not it. What is it? What year is it? $1957. Okay. So this book is more difficult. I'll just tear the spine. Maybe I can try to use the scissors. Does smell like library. So So this is all glued. So let's see if I can find middle of the signature here somewhere. There are many signatures in this book. Yep, there it is. So it's not glued. It has the threads. Look at the mess. So sometimes if you cannot take the book apart, if you cannot take the spine, the cover off the book, you can just work with the pages, and then once all the pages are gone, it's easier to work with the cover. So there we go. Where are my other pages? So see, these are different size than the other book. So this is what I like. I like to have different size pages in a journal. Look how beautiful yellow, smells really old. I really like the smell of library. So look at these beautiful pages. So you just basically go signature by signature. And maybe one more. And this book is from 1940, 1953. Printed in Great Britain. Okay, so this one is smaller, which is great. Because as I said, I like different size pages. So sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's more difficult, but basically it's more or less the same process. So you're not only getting all the beautiful pages, you're also getting the covers. So you don't have to make your own cover. Many times I make my covers using heavy chipboard. Look how easy that was. That was super easy. And I probably would leave the spine, and I would have cute little junk journal. Maybe add some Tim Holtz pieces here. Not sure if I would keep this. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This is glued, okay. So there's another book cover, journal cover. And this one also has, see all the little signatures in there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Looks like 17 or so. Let me see if I'm pointing, showing the right thing. Yeah, see here are all the little signatures. So again, you find a middle of any of those. There it is. And here are the threads. So you cut the threads. Okay. And these are smaller pages. So again, you don't have to fold them in half. You just use them with other journal pages, whatever paper you're going to use, and they will be just like that. So this will give you 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, and 4, using one piece. And they have notes on the side. Actually, it's English translation. That's pretty cool. So that's another book. And then you can see I have a few more. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures, and I already see it's going to be same way. You just need to find the middle of each signature and cut the threads, because if you don't cut the threads, then you'll basically have you will have a hole here as the threads will be cutting the page. So it might be more difficult if you want to sew it in a journal. Oh, this is really nice. These are some poems. Poems and tales. Beautiful. What year? 1952. So I see that they're mostly 1950s. So I paid for all of the books. I think I bought 10 books, and I paid around $20 with free shipping, I think. So that's, I think it's a pretty good deal, because you get all the pages and you get all the covers. This is actually, that's going to be a big journal. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. This one actually has some images. I hope this video was somewhat informative. This is how I collect pages for my book pages for my journals. And so it's basically same process all the time. And sometimes I just cut the pages if I know that I can't find the signature, they don't have the signature, the pages are glued in, then I just cut. And you could cut this right here, but then you would need to either fold it in half or attach another page to it to make it to be just like this so you can read it. Other than that, it will be folded in half, just like that. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know, as I said, if you have any questions, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.